A group of business owners in Brooklyn Park received some good news recently with only a day to spare before a crucial deadline. Delane Cleveland joins us now to explain. Delane?
Shannon, I'm at the Brooklyn Executive Plaza along Brooklyn Boulevard right now. In December, a number of the tenants here were told that they had to vacate their office space by January 31st. But after some pushback, the landlord notified them on Monday that they now have an additional 2 months.
The 2 months is just, it's just a little bit of relief for our community, for us as well. But it's not sufficient. We wanted, that's why we asked for 1 year or 6 months.
Mohammed Ba is one of the business owners here who was told to vacate. He and a number of other businesses received a letter last month saying the owner signed a lease with a new tenant who would occupy the majority of this floor. That initial notification gave them less than 2 months to pack up all of their belongings and find new office space. But after reaching out to the city of Brooklyn Park as well as local organizations like Acer, the landlord granted them an extension. Now they have until March 31st to vacate, but Ba would like even more time to find a long-term solution and stay in Brooklyn Park.
We don't have anywhere to go. Brooklyn Park is our home, and we love it.
Now the next step is for the business owners to find a more permanent solution. Acer is hosting a meeting with the business owners and Mayor Winston to help discuss options. Meanwhile, the city is providing $5,000 loans to the business owners to help them relocate within the city of Brooklyn Park. In Brooklyn Park, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
A bill to legalize recreational marijuana made another committee pit stop on Tuesday, this time passing through a committee chaired by Representative Jenny Cleavorn of Plymouth. The nearly 2-hour hearing became contentious at one point when a roll call vote was held while a committee member tried to continue discussing an amendment.
No.
Madam Chair, you're
Freiberg.
You're stifling the
no.
voice of the minority. And that's ridiculous. The public's watching you. You should be embarrassed.
Carter.
The marijuana bill is now more than 300 pages long. It would allow Minnesotans 21 and older to buy limited amounts of cannabis product. Consumers would also pay a special 8% tax on cannabis products, in addition to a regular sales tax. The bill's chief author says one of the main goals is to eliminate the illegal marketplace. Golden Valley City Council member Jillian Rosenquist, who testified on behalf of the League of Minnesota Cities, said there needs to be some sort of local control.
Finally, the state should allow local governments to reasonably limit the number of retailers within our jurisdiction. Under the current bill, there's no safeguard to prevent the board from issuing far more licenses than reasonable for a given city.
A proposed amendment that would allow cities or municipalities to hold referendums on whether to allow recreational marijuana was voted down. With Tuesday's vote, the bill has now passed through 5 of 14 scheduled committee stops. A bill to protect a woman's right to an abortion in Minnesota became law on Tuesday. Minnesota DFLers fast-tracked the so-called PRO Act through the legislature after the U.S. Supreme Court struck down Roe v. Wade last summer, leaving the abortion issue to the states. Minnesota is the 16th state to make a law protecting abortion and the first to do so since Roe was overturned. The Robbinsdale School District has extended the contract to its current busing provider, Durham Transportation Services. This board vote came last week after agreeing to a settlement for damages incurred during the last school year, when many routes were canceled due to a driver shortage. The board met in closed session to discuss the settlement, and when it came time to vote, the 3 new board members, Renee Bowman, Carolyn Long, and Kim Holmes, all abstained from voting. The extension passed. A current performance review of the company says all routes are currently running consistently, and all field trips have been covered since the school year began. After warning of a possible lockout, Honeywell has reached a new contract agreement with local union employees. The company had threatened to lock out local Teamsters union workers if a deal wasn't reached by Wednesday. Terms of the new agreement have not been disclosed. The deal impacts more than 600 union employees who work at Honeywell's facilities in Golden Valley, Plymouth, and Minneapolis. A Brooklyn Park family is liking our abundance of snow so much that they created something for the entire neighborhood to enjoy. Reporter Sonia Goins shows us how one family is putting some of the snow to good use.
And here's the snowman hands.
Kate Colsey and her family
There's lights
recently moved to Brooklyn Park.
to make it glitter.
And what better way to get to know your neighbors
I've already started building it up.
than to build something everyone can enjoy?
We are trying to spread joy in our neighborhood, to put smile on their face.
Kate is from Nigeria and is adapting well to our cold, snowy winters.
You see white snow all over. Sometimes you want to do something to make people smile.
Like they say, go big or go home.
Yeah.
Kate built this 20-foot snowman and slide in about a month.
It takes time.
All the white stuff came from the family's front yard. Kate packed the snow inside buckets to form the structure.
Yeah, my kids, sometimes they'll come and help, and my husband too will just come and help me put the bucket because it's too heavy.
The Brooklyn Park resident is hoping the winter weather sticks around for a little while longer.
I'm trying to build this seat. Anybody that wants to come and sit, they can sit on the snow.
So everyone can enjoy the fruits of her labor.
Just check it out. Enjoy yourself. That's why I'm doing it.
In Brooklyn Park, Sonia Goins, CCX News.
The family says everyone is welcome to see the big snowman and the slide. The house is located off Newton and 76th Avenue North in Brooklyn Park.